Serverless APM in Coralogix gives an insight into what's happening in your serverless infrastructure. This is especially important because APM in the world of serverless is very different from APM in the world of traditional infrastructure. Traditional infrastructure exists separately from your application entirely, whereas in a serverless infrastructure, it's possible that your serverless containers are completely connected to your applications, and so it's really important to measure slightly different things. We can see on the left-hand side we can filter by a number of things: the name of the function, any triggers that are configured, for example, event bridge, SQS, S3, and so on, the region in which the serverless function is running, the AWS accounts, or the cloud account in general, and the runtime as well, so we can see the languages for that particular serverless function. In the main body here, we can see some really interesting things. The actual triggers that are occurring, so for example, SQS and event bridge and so on. We can see the runtime, region, AWS account, last time it was invoked, as well as errors, timeouts, and average latency. What I can do is I can actually change the time frame as well if I want to cover a larger time frame if I wish to get more of a reporting view than an immediate operational view. Now, if I select one of my Lambda functions here, I can see some important information. I can see I have invocations here, so I can see a breakdown of all of my invocations. These are all successful by the looks of things, but I can also see timeouts, errors, and out-of-memory events occurring here. Same thing with duration and memory, and I can even see the individual traces occurring. So if I select one of these, I can actually break down the individual trace that happened in that particular service exchange. This is a very complex one by the looks of things. And of course, I can view the related data and look at the logs that were generated at the same time. And if I'm interested, I can open logs query. This gives a really, really nice insight into not just the tracing exchange, but the full data picture of what's happening in my serverless infrastructure.